Kwa national government, devolution iko kwa legislature, but is devolution in the judiciary. Hiyo mtatuambia. You know how expanded by the Registrar High Court, Honorable Clara Otieno, His Excellency the Deputy Governor, who is on his way, the representative of the DCC. I'm happy that we are privileged to be the ones hosting the public participation for the proposed judiciary budget. And we have a lot to show for our county. Karibuni sana na muwe huru. Asante. Spend the money. Yeah? Kwa hivyo na wakaribisha sana ili muweze kuongea. Ni wakati wenu wa kuongea. You have given us authority to exercise. But are we able to exercise the authority without resources? I would want to say that it is almost impossible. We have delay in hearing cases because of lack of capacity. And that capacity can only be built if we have resources. We are here to serve you, and we want to assure you that we are ready to serve you, and we go out of our way to serve. But we are overstretched. So the judiciary has come to the ground so that you hear them and you support them in the quest to have enough resources so that we can discharge our responsibility. So you are really welcome. Kindly feel free to give from Kisii is on the way, and as well as Judge Ekam. I don't know that the county CUC members are here. Do you have the county CUC members? Yeah, kindly stand and wave. These are our... I would like to invite Honorable Clara Otieno, Registrar High Court, who is representing the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary to...
And as you've heard, my name is Clara Otieno Mondi. I have the privilege of serving as the Registrar of the High Court, and I happen to come from Migori County, so I'm at home. So I'm here on behalf of the Chief Registrar of the of Duty. I will go straight to read her remarks for this occasion. So the remarks by the Honorable Chief Registrar of the Judiciary.
Allow me to invite the Department of Finance, Judiciary Department of Finance. This is where now we have to be serious, because out of these presentations is now where we're going to put in, give our inputs and ask questions, and also give our feedbacks. So on that,
basically 5 outcomes that guide our main administrative objective. And the number 1 is a strong and independent institution that is accessible, efficient, and protective of the rights of all, especially the vulnerable. Our outcome number 2 is an inspired team of judges, judicial officers, and judicial staff who are motivated, skilled, and 25 from 96% in the year 23-24. 95% was the absorption in the year 22-23. So we have continuously improved. 24-25 we absorbed at 98. So ukitaka kujua mtoto amesha
It's a requirement of the Constitution that we come to the people who have given us authority to exercise judicial authority and ask them about what we are proposing to get from the national government or consolidated fund. And the Judiciary and Judicial Service Commission decided that it is hosted by Migori Law Courts and Migori County as in general. This is for South Nyanza, which comprises of Kilgoris, Nyamira, Kisii, Homa Bay, and Migori County. We want more funds to employ and judicial officers, appoint judges because of the number of cases that we have. You must have heard how many cases that we have, and we are constraining. You know the extent to which Migori County is big. It is a vast county. Starting from Ntimaru, you know where Ntimaru is? And the border town between Kenya and Tanzania, and the border between Migori County and Kisii and Homa Bay, you know that. It has only one judge for the High Court and one judge for the Environment and Land Court. We have 8 magistrates who handle cases within this county. That is a drop in the ocean in consideration of the ever-growing population that we have and the many cases that are being registered every day. As you may have heard, High Court now has almost 1,000 cases that are pending. That is waiting for one judge in the High Court to handle. Same to the Environment and Land Court. And we cannot talk about the Magistrates Court. The Magistrates Court in Migori alone is supposed to have 6 magistrates. We have only 4. Out of those 4, one is Small Claims Court. So I think we only have 2 magistrates dealing with all the cases within this area.
Overall budget requirement is about 46 billion. And the indicative budget that we have gotten from Treasury at the moment is about 29 billion, giving us a shortfall of 17 billion shillings, a 38% shortfall. And that will go a long way to affect all our services and planned service delivery mechanisms that we have laid ahead. So when we say we have a deficit, it comes to affect everything to do with administration of justice. We need to do infrastructure for courts. We need to enhance our ICT. We need to take care of our staffing and all the requirements that the court requires. And we need to take care of the population that comes to us for services. So that deficit of about 38% is way too high. And that is why we are robbing the parliament and other stakeholders who work in the provision of budgets to the institutions.
As the civil society organization, we are advocating for the Treasury to increase the budget allocation for the judiciary because, number one, for Migori County, we all know that the Nyatike Law Court is under construction. It has not been completed. We need that court to be completed and furnished, both with furnitures and the electronic machine so that it can operate digitally. At the same time, the Uriri Law Court need to be established immediately. So this cannot happen if the money is not allocated. So therefore we are asking the Treasury to give the judiciary the money so that they can be able to undertake those infrastructural development. Number 2, we are advocating for the increase of the allocation because you find like in Migori, if you go to Migori Law Court, you will find that they only have 2 screens, which means only 2 spaces have been digitalized. But if you go to Kiancha and Rongo, they don't have those screens. They are still analog. So we are saying that the government should increase more money so that the judicial services are digitalized completely, because that is what the current government is advocating for. So as civil society, we are also advocating for the allocation of more funds so that all our courts are actually digitalized.
The government itself, they don't have these judges in their disposal for those offenders who are not able to hire private lawyers. Rather, the government will contact a private lawyer to be part of it, and we have learned that some of these cases, they are very diverse, they are very far, they can take as long, because I also learned that one judge has a backlog of about over 1,000 cases on their desk that they need to handle within 365 days. So we are calling for the increment of remuneration of the people that represent offenders who are not able to hire their own lawyers to represent them in court. It doesn't make sense for somebody to travel like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers only to come to court, and they are told to come back after 3 months. And this is something that we could have done online, electronically, so that these people can also appreciate the effort of the judiciary in supporting them. So our call is that however much the government is increasing money also to judiciary, they put more money so that the judiciary can do sensitization to the public for them to be aware of using these digital tools that they have in place and how they can file their cases, because all we know is that there is a code, there is how you can dial and you go to that page. But if you don't know how to file or to draft your message regarding to your complaint, it will be treated as a matters that has no agency. So we need